Did you know that beer, yes, that frothy, refreshing beverage, might just be older than your great-great-great-grandma's secret cookie recipe? Surprise! Beer indeed holds the record for being one of the oldest recipes in the world. It's a tale that takes us back to the ancient civilization of Mesopotamia, around 5,000 years before the Common Era. Imagine yourself in ancient Mesopotamia, where the earliest known recipe for beer was jotted down on papyrus. It wasn't the crisp lager or the hoppy IPA we know today. This primordial brew was a mix of barley, water, and yeast, a concoction that was more of a barley porridge, which was then fermented to produce a mildly alcoholic drink. Fast forward to 2,000 years before the Common Era, and we land in ancient Egypt. Beer was not just a casual drink for the Egyptians, it was an essential part of their daily diet and was often used as an offering to the gods. The pharaohs were even buried with jugs of beer to ensure they had enough to drink in the afterlife. As centuries rolled on, beer making found its way to Europe. By the Middle Ages, around the 10th century, beer brewing had become a precise art, often practiced within the safe confines of monasteries. Monks started adding hops to their brew, giving beer the distinctive flavor we recognize today. In the 15th century, Germany took a significant step in beer history by introducing the Beer Purity Law, or Reinheitsgebot. This law stipulated that beer could only contain water, barley, and hops. It was an attempt to maintain the quality of beer and is still in effect in some form today. The Industrial Revolution in the 18th century brought significant changes to beer production. With the advent of steam power, beer could be produced on a larger scale, making it more available and affordable. The invention of refrigeration in the 19th century allowed beer to be stored and transported over long distances, leading to the rise of global beer brands. In the late 20th and early 21st century, there has been a resurgence of craft and home brewing, with countless enthusiasts experimenting with flavors and techniques to create unique brews. So, to sum it up, beer began as a humble mix of barley and water in Mesopotamia, became a staple in ancient Egypt, evolved with the addition of hops in the Middle Ages, was standardized in Germany's purity law, industrialized in the 18th century, and has now blossomed into a myriad of styles and flavors in the craft beer revolution. It's fascinating to see how beer, this ancient beverage, has evolved over centuries, adapting to the changing tastes and technologies of each era. And through it all, it's remained a constant companion to humanity, whether at grand feasts or humble gatherings. So, the next time you crack open a cold one, take a moment to appreciate the long, frothy history in your glass.